If school was a game, what would be some loading screen tips? Remember to take your pen back after the class is done.
I'll give it back at the end of the hour. It's a top 10 anime betrayal.
Guilty of it. It just slips my mind, and I can't find it by the next day. Hey, sorry I lost that pen that I borrowed from you yesterday. Can I borrow a pen?
Turn off your hood so you don't know the time. It goes faster.
But I'm in college, and even when I can't see the time, it goes slower. You may want to consider getting into something you like.
I stopped wearing my watch to school because of this. Time would go so much slower if I was constantly checking the time.
Just because she doesn't hate you doesn't mean she loves you.
But she was so gentle when she said she didn't like me that way after the Valentine I sent her in class. There must be a chance she could like me.
Actually, me, junior in high school, I was a moron. Still am, but I'm not that deluded anymore.
There would be no tips on the loading screens. Just images of that undying ass, locker room drawings, desk carvings, and what's on the cafeteria lunch menu for the day.
The undying ass is at least a millennia old.
Be careful. Not everything served in the cafeteria is edible.
That's incredibly true. I remember my first weeks of high school and I nearly threw up multiple times till I found the 2 foods that I could eat and a few snacks.
I remember in middle school I got a pizza slice thing and there was a thin layer of plastic baked over it. Just a bit of a choking hazard.
At higher levels, homework may be optional, but so is passing.
My freshman year of college is a testament to this.
Use your locker to store items you don't need for the next class.
This sounds like it really would be a loading screen tip.
Some schools don't even allow it though, Lamau.
Watch out for bullies though. You might get shoved into one.
Only if they don't need me for next class.
Find your teacher's hidden bottle of wine for extra points.
Or
find the bottle's secret to unlock powerful abilities.
Edit for dummies. Find the wine bottle to blackmail your teacher.
Jotting down notes by hand in class and then typing them out on your computer strengthens your memorization attribute.
Damn, this is actually a very good advice.
It's easier to pay attention if you sit in the front of the class.
If you sit in the back of the class, creative mode is activated. Yep, always. I usually just draw and nobody gives a bleep about me.
Nobody really cares about that pimple.
Oh man, this one hit home. I have pretty clear skin, and I used to get one insanely annoying sit in the most obvious place of my face, and then I would keep my hand or hoodie on my face in that one spot during class, and trying to hide it was probably more noticeable than just not doing anything at all. Eventually, I realized that if I can't remember whether other people have pimples or not, due to obvious concentrations on assignments or upcoming presentations, how would I remember mine? Since everyone is going through the same thing I am. It totally changed my perspective and led to a huge confidence boost. And I stopped trying to pointlessly hide my pimples.
Shower daily.
People need to take a good look at this, especially if you ride a bus.
I admit that after quarantine started, I would go a flat week without changing my clothes or showering. My excuse for flipping those yellow boxers? Saving on that water bill.
Studying for long periods of time is less effective than studying frequently for shorter periods of time.
I found that studying for 5 or 10 minutes and then playing video games for 10 minutes, then studying again for 5 to 10 minutes helps.
I didn't have the willpower to play a game for 10 minutes and not keep playing it. Cramming works well enough, especially for high school. Might have to change for college, depending on your major.
If your teacher tells you that you can't use the bathroom during class, pee in the classroom ficus to show superiority.
Yes, my friend actually did this in high school. My husband has multiple stories about his classmates doing this. I don't understand teachers that do this. We get it, you are in power, but do you have to be such a totalitarian dictator about it? Tone it down to a casual monarchy, but even those are prone to revolutions.
Make friends with your teacher.
Or at least make them like you. Tip: knowledge is power, but so is influence. Befriending the school faculty can provide randomly generated bonuses, and low-level rule breaking will not impact your after-school detention meter. Some teachers will reward you if your charisma is high enough.
People will tell you to go 100k into debt to get a degree. Make sure you choose the right one. Complete the scholarship side quest to reduce or eliminate costs entirely. Community college is a cost-effective means of completing general education credit. Transfer these credits to a 4-year college and fool bosses later in the game. The front door has a metal bar in the middle. Don't be an idiot.
This brings back so many memories. I actually did this once in middle school. Of course, it was partially because everybody has to start a bleeping crusade into the building after lunch.
What did you do? I have no context at all, lol.
Was shoved into it head first, and it just bleeped up the rest of the day.
Don't run in the halls.
Detention for you! Why would you learn? Your parents will hear about this one.
Stand up to bullies. Zero tolerance policy would get you screwed over anyway.